If you drive on the northwest side of town, we're talking Rockrimmon and Vindicator, be extra careful this morning. It's like playing whack-a-mole with these things. We've seen this throughout the year, not just once or twice, but probably 3 times now. There's an underground spring that pops up in the road. Not a big deal until we see these temperatures. It freezes over, gets real slick.
The more recent problem is impacting, again, that same stretch. So be aware of that if you live in the area, or maybe it's part of your morning commute to work. Both locations, though, have had similar issues with flowing water freezing into ice. We saw this on Dublin Boulevard a couple weeks ago. KRDO 13 Scott Harrison, the Road Warrior, joins us live at the scene. Do show us how things look this morning.
Well, Josh and Bryn, we've been talking about the cold spell that we're in right now, and I can tell you that I've been on Monument Hill when it was 20 degrees below zero and a wind chill of 40 degrees below zero. So if you can handle that, you can handle this. This is almost balmy by comparison. But as I step out of the way to show you this latest ice accumulation issue, it doesn't have to be 20 degrees below zero on Monument Hill to cause problems for drivers. Now, we first received a tip on this issue 2 days ago. We came straight here to see it for ourselves. The water was just flowing and not freezing then, but it has definitely frozen now in these single-digit temperatures. The driver who told us about the situation says it's been going on for about 2 weeks now, and it's like driving on an ice rink when the water freezes as it has. Now, the water, this is confirmed by Colorado Springs officials and Colorado Springs Utilities. This water flowing and then freezing is coming from a nearby apartment complex, the Eagle Ridge Apartments up the hill on Vindicator. And officials say that there is a water main break in the back parking lot of that apartment complex that's causing that water flow. And that water, you can easily see the path that it goes. It goes through one end of the parking lot, covering it with water and ice, and then it goes under a sidewalk drain and then down the street along the gutter, crosses part of the intersection until it finally goes down a storm drain downhill on Rockrimmon. And ultimately, officials say that the broken water main is a private service line, not part of the regular infrastructure for Springs Utilities, which means the apartment complex owners are responsible for repairing that. The city says that it's working with that apartment complex on trying to expedite repairs and get this thing fixed as soon as possible. And in the meantime, crews say that they are going to apply de-icing material on that icy spot in the intersection here to make the driving at least a little bit safer for people. We haven't seen any city crews out here yet this morning applying anything. We'll let you know if that does happen. So what makes this situation different from the one on Dublin is that the one on Dublin was on fairly flat terrain, maybe a slight incline, but not much. But here, going through this intersection, you usually to cross it, you have to either go uphill or downhill, and that can be a challenge when the traffic is heavier and going faster, and if drivers are not aware of this. So we're making you aware of it now in case you don't already know, and we'll keep you updated on whether and when this situation gets resolved. We are live in Northwest Colorado Springs. I'm the Road Warrior, Scott Harrison, for KRDO 13.
All right, Scott, thanks for being out there this morning. Maybe there's a problem like this in your neighborhood, potholes, roadwork, other traffic woes. Be sure and let Scott know about it. That's how this segment really works, is he can't be everywhere in southern Colorado all at once, but if you send him an idea, some pictures, a problem, he can reach out to officials and look into getting that fixed. You can email him, roadwarrior@krdo.com.